Okay, we're at Sheboygan Indian Mound Park, and there's some effigy mounds and some other things to see here as far as Indian burials. And this should be a pretty interesting video, and it's one of my stops. So we're going to go in the park and we're going to check it out. Well, they actually have an open mound that they have a glass top on that has everything in it. You can kind of read this sign, but it's temporarily closed. You can see the little rise right here. And that's what these Indian mounds, sometimes they're buried like half sitting up or laying down. But there's tons of these throughout Sheboygan, Manitowoc, and Door counties. There's tons of them have been excavated, and there's still more that they're finding. They're all over the place. So I wish I would have got down here today before they close this up. I'd like to see it. There's usually a glass window right where that wood is kind of bolted over that, and you can see in there. They actually have it as a sealed exhibit, but obviously it's been excavated a long time ago. These trees are just massive in this woods. There's a lot of very old trees in here, and this site isn't only just about the Indian mounds, but it's also a nature preserve, so there's quite a few things in here. But these trees are just unbelievably tall, and I don't know if I'm getting a true perspective here with this camera, but these things are humongous. You know what that is? An ash, maybe? It's a massive tree. There's another one back there, straight. They're all just huge. Very pretty park. Very hard to see it now, but this is an effigy mound here that I'm looking at. And these are extremely old, but this one is shaped like a deer. It's very hard to see, and there's a tree growing on it. It kind of goes down here. I'd say it's 20-something feet long. There's where it rises. And one of the legs down there in the end. Front leg right down here by the sign, and that sign just shows that it's a deer, but it's just raised up, I don't know, just a few feet off of the floor of the forest. And all these effigy mounds are shaped like different animals. They have a panther, deer, there's several different ones in here. There's one over there that's undetermined. They can't tell exactly what shape it is, but these are all burial sites with implements and bones and everything, so pretty neat. They shaped them like animals. This one is the panther, and very hard to tell looking through this camera. I guarantee it. There's just a natural kind of a rise and a very rough shape of it as I'm going along it. Kind of expands out down at the end. Here's another deer mound. And two trees kind of growing out of it. And it ends right down here. So these are actually right in somebody's backyard. This park borders up to a residential area. This is another deer. And this one's a little more pronounced and a little bit more raised up. These are strewn all over through here. This is another one. I think this one is a panther. Yes, this is a panther. Of course, there's trees on it and growing out of it. And there's more of these as we go. What's this one over here? This one's just a linear mound. It's just kind of raised up. It's not the shape of an animal. This one is the shape of a fawn, although I can roughly tell that it is. Very hard to see. There's more over across that way. Another deer. Here's one right here. This one is another fawn. Another one over there. Okay, here's another one with a slight map of the layout of the park. Hopefully you can see all this. So anybody ever decides to pass through this way and wants to stop here, you can kind of know what's expected. There's not a lot on the website. Most people don't even know this is here. Most of the things that I've been to, most people have no clue when I tell them about it, so people don't really pay attention. I must be the only nerd around that's into this stuff, but I really enjoy it. Just gonna get a little bit of this sign here. Sheboygan Indian Mound Park. See if we can. Very neat place. I'm glad I came here.